everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so it's been over a month since I've done my part 3 rarest pieces in my collection videos. And I felt there's only time now to finally do part 4. And just like part 3, there is some very unique items in there in this video. And some in here that I haven't actually opened in years, just like my last video as well. So very excited to kind of open these up and get a proper look at them. Again, it's been so long. So I'm going to get right into this video because I'm trying to get these videos down as low as I can. They're kind of working out at around 25-26 minutes, and I'm trying to get them under 20 minutes if I can. So I'm going to try and basically in this video try and get through the boxes, just get around them very quickly, and then show you everything that's inside it. So let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to be showing, and this was a promise that I made to someone, a fella named Nick. He asked me would I show this in my part 4 video, and I'm a man that keeps my promises, Nick, and here you go. So this is it. I'm going to be showing the E.T. bust edition. As you can see, it's the ship that collects E.T. at the end of this video. So this is one of the kind of busts this is one of the pieces that kind of got me started collecting busts. I think this might have been in my first 5 bust editions that I've ever bought. And I can't tell you how happy I was to finally get this one in my hands. And I know my good friend John Clancy over at the Movie Collector is going to be very happy that I'm showing this off. He was so happy to see this in my collection. I know he desperately wants one himself. And John, it's my mission to try and get you one of these. I'm still hunting for one for you. And when I do get it, you're going to have a nice surprise coming through your door. Hopefully someday it will happen. So let's not waste any time. Let's open this up and I'll show you exactly what the ship looks like. Right, before I get around to showing you the E.T. spaceship, I thought I'd show you the media book that you got with this. So anyone that's over in Ireland or England should recognise these media books. It was a phase that Universal were going through at the time. They were bringing out a few media books, the few media books that we could get. And unfortunately, they died away very quickly. So I'm going to take us quickly around this media book, and I want to get you onto that to the ship itself as quickly as possible. So open it up there, and just want to move that to a side. So that is your Blu-ray disc, and is there anything else? No, there's just one disc. So I'm going to take us quickly through this booklet, just to give you an idea. The movie itself, I don't have to talk about the movie. It's an absolute masterpiece, and this is one of the movies, I actually do have it on 4K, but I haven't actually looked at it since the day I bought it on 4K, and I honestly can't actually remember how the 4K transfer looks on this. Definitely think it needs a revisit, and you know something, I might do that this week. I think it deserves it. So yeah, that is the media book, so let's go on to the ship itself. Right, so here we go. This is the E.T. spaceship that comes at the end of it to collect them. And the first thing I will say about it, yes, it is all plastic. I can take us around it, but there's not a whole lot to look at. It's the same thing the whole way around, and it's a perfect, it has to be said, it's a perfect replica of this ship. It looks absolutely spot on. Yes, it would have been nice to be made out of a bit of like resin or something like that, but having said that, if it was made out of resin, there is one feature that you wouldn't be able to use in this, which I'm going to show quickly. So as you can see right there, there is a button. I'm really hoping that this works because I haven't actually knocked it on in a long time. So I'm going to press the button. Hopefully it will work. So as you can see, that puts that's it's just absolutely epic. So I'm going to just zoom in here, and I don't know if you did notice it, but he was coming out of the ship. I was hoping that would work because I really should take the batteries out of this, because if they do melt, that is the end of it. So there you go. That is the little man sitting standing at the bottom of the steps there, and I'm going to just take his back out again, and I'm going to just turn it around here, and as you can see, you can actually slot your disc on the top of that spaceship. So it's a fantastic looking piece. I really do love it. It's one of those things that just when I kind of knock it on, whenever I do get around to knocking it on, it always puts the biggest smile on my face. But the one thing that when I pressed that button, I don't know if it came across in the camera that well, but I'm going to try it again. But this time I'm going to knock the lights off, and I'm going to press that button again, because I think the all these actually light up, and I'm going to just see how it comes across on the camera when it's in a dark room. So bear with me for 1 second. The room is going to go very dark. I am going to press the button, and hopefully this will come across decent in the camera. So here we go. Wow, that actually worked out quite nicely. I hope that came out as good as it does when I look at it from here. So that is my alien ship, folks. It really is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And maybe I should have this out of its box and display it maybe one of my glass cases. So yeah, that is my E.T. alien ship. Really has put a smile on my face. Right folks, so there you have it, that is my E.T. bust, and up next I'm going to be showing a 4K release. Now, a few people might be surprised by this because not many people out there know that there was actually a 4K release of this movie. And it just happened to come in this absolutely beautiful box set. So yeah, the next one up we have is The Princess Bride. Yes, on 4K Blu-ray. So this is a German release. I picked it up from Amazon Germany. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's still available. Something's telling me it is out of print. But if you can pick one up, trust me folks, do pick it up because this is such a well-made release. It really, really is. It's kind of done like a book. It is. It really looks beautiful. I've done a video on this already where I've spoken about the transfer on it. If you do want to check it out, I will leave a link in the description below. But it is a beautiful looking 4K transfer. So yeah, let's open this up and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Right, up next we have got The Princess Bride. The first thing I will say about this is the artwork is absolutely exquisite on it. I really do love it. So as you can see down the bottom there as well, you've got a 4K disc, you got a Blu-ray, and there's 2 DVDs. So it is a 4K disc set. Now, as you can see, yes, the title is actually in German, and I know that will put off a few people. Me personally, I do not care. Would have been nice to get it in English? Yes, it would be. It would have been nice, but it's never going to put me off buying a release like this. It looks just absolutely exquisite. So, right, take us to the spine over here. And then take us around to the back. And what I will do is I'll hold this up close so you can get a look at some of the features there. And as you can see, there's quite a bit in there. And I'll scroll up here as well. And that's a couple of the technical aspects you get with it as well. So, yeah, zoom right back out again. And wait till you see the inside of this box set. It just looks absolutely beautiful. So, voila, here we go. So, as you can see, it's done just like a book. And it's always great to get 2 different types of artwork with this set. I really do like that. So, yeah, again, the gold looks absolutely beautiful. Very classy looking. It really, really is. So, that's the spine of it there. And as you can see up here, this is a Turbine release. And I have a very unique looking title coming from Turbine, hopefully next week. And I cannot wait to show it off. So that's the back artwork as well. So it really is a well put together set. And I might add as well with this box here, it's lovely hard cardboard, which I know everyone loves. So right, open this up. And as you can see, that is the 4K disc and behind it is the Blu-ray. And then I'm going to just put this down. And that is the 2 DVDs. So you got your bonus disc and you got the film as well on DVD. So I'm going to run through this booklet quickly because it's all written in German. But it's such a popular movie, and why we haven't actually gotten the 4K release of this over here yet is actually quite it's quite baffling. I had a great time revisiting this movie, especially on 4K, and I have to admit Turbine did a phenomenal job on the transfer, and if you are a fan of it, do check it out. So yeah, that is The Princess Bride, and yeah, I can't praise Turbine enough for this one. Really is a beautiful release. Right folks, so there you have it, that is The Princess Bride, and it's a good movie that as well. I haven't seen it in a while, but I must revisit it. Right, so up next, this one is going to be a bit of a bonus. Because it's not necessarily rare, but I don't know if many people know that it exists out there. And I've been always wanting to show this off in a video, and I felt, you know what, this is the right video to do it for, especially because it's been announced on 4K, and they're bringing out a beautiful release of it. So yes, the movie I'm talking about is Event Horizon. So as you can see, it comes in this real unique looking box set. Now, I'm almost certain, I think it was around 6-7 months ago, I seen it on Amazon UK. It was going for around £8. It costs nothing. It's a DVD release as well. I think I picked it up for around £7. But I've been always wanting to show this off in a video, and I felt after the 4K being announced, I felt that it's only right now that I actually show this beautiful release off and just show you exactly what it looks like. And it's a very unique looking item. And again, I hope it's still available out there for you to pick up if you do want to pick it up. So yeah, let's open this up and we'll show you everything with it. Right, so here we go, Event Horizon, and as you can see, it's kind of done in the design of the actual ship itself. So, yeah, when I seen unboxings on this on YouTube years and years ago, and it was always something that I desperately wanted, and I thought it was something I would never actually get, because I thought it'd be that unbelievably rare, but amazingly enough, I found that on Amazon UK, and like I said, I think I only paid around £7 for it. So, I'll take us around, and that is basically everything you get with it. It's a 2-disc set. And I think you also get a booklet with it as well. But there's some very unique looking artwork design inside it, which I'll be showing now in a second. So I will remove this J card, or whatever you want to call it, off it. And that is the back of it. And then when I take it back around and try and open this, hopefully I won't have any trouble opening it. There we go. So you open it up. And as you can see, I hope this comes across in the camera. But as you can see inside, it's kind of like the bodies that you see kind of almost like melted to the walls in the movie, which I thought was a really nice touch. Now, on the J card, it kind of shows that it's all kind of red looking. Now, I don't know if mine is completely faded. I honestly don't know. But if you do have this, please let me know. Has yours actually kind of... Is yours looking red? Or is it meant to look like that? I honestly don't know. So I will just take the discs out here, which are in these kind of nice... I don't know, it's almost like a CD looking edition. So again, I'll just take these up close and hopefully you can sort of see that on the camera. And yeah, you can sort of see some skulls and they're just kind of just melted onto the wall. So yeah, I thought that was a very clever design for this movie. And yeah, I can't stress how excited I am to finally get it on 4K. So throw that to a side. And this is the discs themselves. So as you can see, it's the... I don't know what you call that, I can't remember what it was, the gateway. That's what it was, it's the gateway they used for the front of it. And then that is the back of it. Yeah, some creepy looking artwork. So I'll take this out. And which way is this done? Okay, now I see. So if you open it up, then you have your 2 discs there. So you've got one bonus disc and you've got one for the movie. And just right over here on the left hand side, there is a booklet you get with it as well. And I'll quickly run you through this booklet. So yeah, Event Horizon, I still think it's probably the last great sci-fi horror movie that we got. You just don't see these being made anymore, which is it really is a bit of a shame. So yeah, that is the booklet. And I'll just take you around to the back of it here and just show you all the artwork on the back. So that's it all there. So that is Event Horizon. Again, looking for an excuse just to show that off. And it really is a nifty looking set, and so happy to have it in my collection. Right folks, so there you have it. That is Event Horizon. Just a little bonus there I wanted to throw into this video. It's a very unique looking set, and very happy to have it in my collection. So up next we have, I think that I might have picked this up somewhere. I think I got it from China or Japan or something like that. Again, I don't see these too often. Not quite sure how rare they are. I just don't come across them too often. So I'm going to be showing Terminator Salvation, and this is the Moto Terminator. So yeah, this was there in my last video. I think I showed off the Bat Pod from The Dark Knight, and it comes in a similar set to this one. And I did say in that video that I had a Terminator Salvation edition, and I was going to show it off. So I felt this is the right time to do it. And it's a nifty little piece here. I think I came across this from another YouTuber, a fella named Disc Junkie, showed this off. And even though it's all plastic, it's actually very well made, and there's a lot of detail to it. So yeah, let's open this up and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Right, so here we go. This is the Moto Terminator. I didn't want to unbox this on camera because I'm not kidding you folks. You should see the effort it takes to actually get this out of the box. It is, I would say overkill would be the ultimate words for it. It is ridiculous. So yeah, that is I'm going to quickly just show you the base of it first. And it's all made of plastic, you know, there's little to no weight to it. It's a small piece as well, but it's a very highly detailed piece. And I'm going to just take you in close there. And as you can see, there's a couple of skulls there on the ground, which is a very nice touch. I love the terrain, the way it looks. So that is the bike itself. And like I said, even though it is all plastic, it definitely comes across as metal. It just looks, again, the detail is just, yeah, it looks incredible. So I'm going to take us around to the front of it there. And just show you the bike. Well, I presume that's the front of it. It's actually very hard to tell, actually, which is the front and which is the back. You know something? I think that's the front of it, funny enough. And I'll tell you why I think it's the front of it. Because right here, there is a button, and I'm hoping this works. Yeah, so I presume that is the front of the bike, and it has to be said, that is incredibly sinister looking. Look at that. That is real nice. So yeah, you can actually sort of see there as well, there's a couple of Gatling guns. I think it's on both sides of them. Yeah. And yeah, it's one of those pieces that when I seen the video to it, I desperately wanted it. I knew it was going to be very, very small. I knew it was made out of plastic, but I just felt that it was so highly detailed in the make of it that I knew it would display so well, even in the box itself. You can actually clearly see it. And yeah, I'm digging on them those red lights. I think it looks great. So this bike can actually come off as well, and give you a proper look at the terrain there as well. So yeah, see if I can slot this back on. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that is the Terminator Salvation Moto Terminator bike, and as you can see here, right in the base of it, this is where your discs are. So let me see if I can quickly open this, and there we go. So that is your Terminator Salvation, and this is just a simple DVD edition. So yeah, that is my Terminator Salvation Moto Terminator edition, and yeah, it's just one of those pieces that it's very small, but it just goes well with all my other Terminator stuff, and I have a lot of Terminator stuff in my collection. So yeah, that is Terminator Salvation. Right folks, so there you have it. That is my Terminator Salvation Moto Terminator, and it's a very decent piece, that has to be said. Right, so up next I'm going to show a bust. So as you can see above me, there is a space, so that could be in only one thing. I am finally showing my Dawn of the Dead bust. Now, I can't tell you the amount of people that actually asked me to show this. So I'm going to say it in this video, like I say in my other videos, if there's anything that you've seen in this room, especially behind me, and you do want to get a closer look at it, just please leave it in the comment section, and I promise you I will show it off in my next video. I'm more than happy to do so. But yes, a lot of people asked me to show this one off, and again, I'm more than happy to do so. But the one thing I will say about this one, the Blu-ray release that you get with it is quite nice as well. It's a very chunky set as well. And I bought this from a company called, it's ESC, and I can't remember what the last name is. I think it's ESC Editions. It's a French company, but if you're still interested in picking this up, go over to their website, and I don't know if they're still there. I picked this up around 2 years ago, and never say never. Hopefully, I don't think there's a limited number to them, and hopefully they're still there. They are quite expensive, I will say, but definitely think they're worth the money. So yes, I'm going to put this on the turntable and take you around it and show you a closer look at it. Right, before I get on to showing the bust, I have to show this amazing set that you do get with it. And let me tell you folks, this is a meaty looking set, as you can tell. Whatever it is with Dawn of the Dead, it does bring out some of the best editions that you could ever possibly want for one movie. When you look at the second sight's release of Dawn of the Dead, it truly is remarkable. And I'll tell you one thing, this one is no slouch either. So that is the artwork anyway for it, and as you can see, it's the 40th anniversary edition as well. And then take us, oh, wrong way, there we go, to the spine of it there. And you just have zombie written on it. And then to the back, and that is basically everything that you get in this set. There is so many versions to this movie, it's absolutely frightening. So I think it's 4 altogether. So right, let's open this up and have a look and see what's inside it. So what have we got for, I think I will show, look, you know what, there's a book here with it. This is all going to be in French, so I'm going to just run right through it. I say it's just a, yeah, it's a write-up of the history of Romero's Dead movies. So again, it is a bit of a shame that that you don't get any kind of English on this. That's the one thing I will say about if you look at them releases from Italy, the Midnight Classic releases, when they come in these kind of media books, half the book is in Italian and the other half is in English. And you kind of wish that they would adapt something like that similar to these releases. So yeah, that is the book, and it's a very heavy book, and as you can see as well, you have zombie written on the spine of it as well. So yeah, just a quick look at that book. Move that to a side. So another thing you get here is this envelope, and there's a few I think it's behind the scenes pictures. So as you can see there now, that's the legend himself, Romero, on the left. I think it is anyway. So I'm going to quickly run you through these. They're just kind of normal, just your regular photographs. Of course, you have Tom Savini. Fantastic. That's something about, it's something to do with a book that Romero must have brought out at the time. And yeah, that is all the photographs you do get with it. So nice little touch there to throw in a few kind of little behind the scenes photographs. And then that brings us on to the discs themselves. And again, always great to see different artwork on the digipack compared to the main box itself. And take us to the spine of that, which is the right way around. And to the back. And I'm loving it. I think the back artwork looks great. Look at that. That is amazing. So open this up and let's have a look and see what we've got. So the first thing you will see here is that is your European edition. And then over here is, let me take these out and see. So that is your director's cut. Then throw that disc to a side, and then you have, oh, that's the cans cut of it. And again, I think you get all these with the second sight release as well. And that's the European full frame edition as well. And I'll actually just take it that last disc so you can get a proper look at it there as well. So I think that's just the theatrical release of it. So yeah, that is your 4 discs, and then just at the back you just have a couple of hands kind of just rising up from the bottom. So that is the complete set you get with this bust. So all that's left to do is actually show the bust itself, which I'm going to do right now. Right, so here we go. This is the bust itself, and as you can see, it looks absolutely spot on. Anyone who's aware of the zombie in Dawn of the Dead should know how perfect this actually looks. Now, the one thing I will say about it is when it first came out, I think there was complaints made against the colour of the face. People weren't happy with it. They said it wasn't right. Now, I have to admit, I compared it to the pictures, and I'm not quite sure what people are looking at. I think it looks absolutely spot on. So no complaints on my end. So as you can see there as well, that's the set itself, and it's nestled in there absolutely perfectly. And I'm going to take his Gurn then again, and as you can see there's sort of a bit of kind of tearing in his clothes there as well, and there's a bit of blood going down. I think that's probably the only complaint I probably might have with it is the paint job maybe on the blood itself could have been a little bit better. But other than that, I love every bit of it. I love the way that the way Dawn of the Dead comes out, the zombie sign comes out. This machete also comes out as well, as you can see. And there's actually a nice bit of weight to that machete, and it just slots in there quite nicely. So all in all, folks, again, I can't praise this bust enough. It's one of my favourite pieces in my collection. One of my favourite zombie movies of all time as well. And to actually get such an amazing collectible for this movie is quite amazing. And not just for the bust alone, but for the actual set you get with it. And the amount of features, and you get so many bonus discs in there as well. It truly is remarkable. And just going back to that again, the colour scheme on this bust, I honestly don't see it. I don't get what people are complaining about. And how can you complain about something that looks this good? So yes, folks, that is my Dawn of the Dead bust. What a beautiful piece, and it looks so beautiful displayed in my background. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is the Dawn of the Dead bust. Right, so this is going to be my last piece that I'm showing for this video, and it's going to be another bust as well. It's going to be great to actually show this again, because I think it was maybe the 3rd video I've ever done on YouTube, and I have to admit, I've done a crappy job showing this thing off. So I always wanted an excuse to revisit it. So it is going to be the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Now, I can't lift in the bust in front of the camera because it's just that big and that heavy. So I decided to actually show you as quickly in front of the camera the trilogy that comes with it. And that's the only letdown to this bust edition, is the fact that it comes in this, terrible Amaray edition instead of coming in like a beautiful media book. It really is a shame. So yeah, you just get the 3 movies on Blu-ray, which is that there. And again, they could have done so much better with the box itself. It's just a shame. But the bust itself is something truly remarkable. And let's get right onto it. Right, so here we go. This is the Planet of the Apes bust. And as you can see, it's Caesar sitting on top of a horse. Now, the one thing I'm going to say first about this bust is the weight of it. It's definitely up there with one of the heaviest busts I've ever owned. This whole base is definitely taking up the bulk of it, but the horse himself is just extraordinary. You can actually just tell by when you lift it. It's an incredible amount of weight. It's frightening how heavy it actually is. If this thing actually fell off my display stand, it will be in bits in no time. So as you can see at the bottom here, that's where the movie goes. I hope you can kind of make that out in the camera. And as you can see, the hole is quite big, and that's why I was kind of complaining about when it came to this bust. You could have easily fit in like maybe a media book or something like that. And maybe someday, if there is a media book out there for the Planet of the Apes trilogy, I might look to pick it up and slot it into this, because the bust itself deserves so much better than just your simple Amaray edition. So, as you can see, the only thing that kind of lets the bust down, I think, is the horse. The horse doesn't have as much detail as Caesar himself. And, yeah, it's just one of the little kind of letdowns with this bust. Amazingly enough, and you're not going to believe this, I remember picking this up from Amazon Germany. It was Amazon Germany. And I kind of held off. They were quite expensive. I think they were around 170, 180 pounds, or 180 euros, sorry. And I held off, and I actually managed to get this incredible bust for 65 euro. Which I thought was an absolute steal when you consider what you're actually getting for that kind of money. You know, never mind the fact that you're getting the 3 movies on Blu-ray, but you're getting this absolute, you know, monumental looking bust, which is quite amazing. So, yeah, folks, that is a quick look at my Caesar bust, and yeah, one of my favourite pieces in my collection. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is my Planet of the Apes bust, and that is everything that I'm going to show for this video. Some very nice pieces, it has to be said, in this. I am leaving, I don't know what it is, but there are so many big items. And I don't know why I'm holding off showing them, but I am holding off. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just leaving it for one special video to show some of the most rarest editions. You can see a lot of them above me, whether it's the Extra there, the Firefly over here. You know, you have the Evil Dead up there, you have the Evil Dead over here. There's just so many that I can actually show off. And hopefully one day I might do one monster video and show some of these real big ticket items. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please share your opinion on some of these items. I'd love to hear your thoughts out there on them. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.